Now, 2025 has been the crash out year of Mr. Wesley Watson. And honestly, bro, the list goes on. His girl left him. He's going to prison. He's back on drugs. He has a micro penis at the world scene. And then, honestly, just the other day, he probably did the worst crash out this dude probably could have done.
Get this dude out of here, his face and shit. Hey, get out of his face, homie. Hey, dipshit. Get out of his face, dipshit, motherfucker. Shut up. Get out of his face, Alfonso. Get this toad the here.
So Wes Watson goes on this racist rant against this other streamer, right? And actually found this other streamer. I'm going to play his response in a second. But he's actually trying to protect the island boy, one of the island boys that was standing over there, which is crazy. The people he's hanging out with is Jack Doherty, the island boys. Because I guess Jack and, these island boys, they look at Wes Watson as some stepper or some shot caller, Now, Wes Watson continues to yell racist slurs like porch M-word, and honestly, him going to the Florida Department of Corrections and doing all this is not a good look, because he's going to be around a lot of people in color while he's in prison, different gangs, different organizations. I actually wouldn't, doubt some like the Zoes or the GDs putting hands on Wes Watson while he's locked up. This is the dude that Wes Watson got jumped. And honestly, he's lucky he doesn't press charges on him. He got a lot of injuries because of it. But I think Wes Watson thought this dude was some small streamer. And honestly, he has a lot of subs on YouTube and TikTok. And I'm surprised that he didn't go to authorities with this.
Bro, I'm literally just chopping it up with my homie, the island boy, my boy Fly Soldier. Bro, in the back, in the cut, just start saying racist ass shit. And then he tell his bodyguards. He tell his bodyguards, somebody get that porch monkey out of here. And then he say like a bunch more racist things. One, he yanked my hoodie, started swinging on me. And then the other one snuck me from behind as soon as I looked back up. Pussy move, Wes Watson, the bodyguards put in chat. I'm good. Yes, I have hella injuries. I don't like being negative. I don't like saying too much. I don't want to make my problems other people's problems. Hand broken. My jaw might be broken. I can barely chew. My back is cooked. My back is fucked up. A lot of pain that I'm bearing through.
And then Jack Doherty gets arrested. And this all leads up to why Jack Doherty gets arrested, hanging out with Wes Watson, thinking that you're on top of the world, right? Thinking that you're protected, and, this racist rhetoric that he's pushing that you're now getting in line with, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense. And now this dude's locked up, and he got caught with a controlled substance. The controlled substance, allegedly, he was holding for Wes Watson. That's what they're saying. Now, again, Wes Watson, the smart move for him was to get out of Dodge, and that's what he did. He got out of there. He didn't get into trouble that night, but Jack did. Jack's already been bonded out. But again, that dude right there, he's a civilian, literally could snitch on Wes, and Wes is in a different situation, especially after what happened with this other gentleman that got beat up. I mean, what else is to come? Like, Wes Watson in Miami every night, hanging out with Jack Doherty, like, what else is going to happen? Like, come on. You're got to get into more trouble, into more shit before your even next court hearing, which is the 17th of December. But I actually brought DVS on. Let's get to this conversation. Hey, your boy Jack Doherty got arrested.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's something fierce, man. Controlled substance, marijuana, resisting arrest. It's crazy. He thought he was really going to be able to hide behind the security. But it's funny that he was in the mansion with this guy, Wes Watson, earlier that night.
Yeah, there's a couple things I want to say, DBS. So first of all, the speculation is that Jack Doherty was actually holding narcotics for Wes Watson, because we all know this has been one of the worst years for Wes Watson in general, bro. He's got his case that he's got trial December 17th. It's a hearing, and I don't know if he's taking a plea deal, and then I don't know what's going on in that hearing, but that's the December 17th, and he's expected to do some prison time. Now, recently we seen the little white stuff on his nose. He was in one of his cars with a female, and it looked like they were dabbling in some cocaine. It didn't look like methamphetamines. It looked like cocaine. He's always said he was a meth head growing up or whatever. He was a big on meth. But now he's in Miami doing some of that cocaine, and there's no telling what's in that stuff. I bet you he's going to get the Fetty one day. Got to watch out. But let me get back to what we're saying. What's the drugs that Jack Doherty got caught with? Can we look this up while we're on the phone? What was the drugs that Jack got caught with?
So, YouTube streamer known for harassing strangers and hiding behind security was arrested in Miami on drug-related charges. Jack Doherty was charged with possession of controlled substance, possession of marijuana, and resisting an officer without violence.
So the controlled substance, did they give what it was, like pills or?
It would give a detailed description of what the drugs were, but I'll look it up on the internet.
Now, there's also, I got a third party person that's in between me and Wes. And Wes Watson told me, well, he didn't tell me, he told this person that he basically isn't going to respond to Johnny Bravo because Johnny Bravo, I guess, interviewed his wife or something like that. I don't know what the fuck, or taught about his wife. I don't know. And then he said that he isn't going to respond to JD Delay because Wes says they call him short. He said JD is shorter than him, bro. He's calling JD a Delay a midget.
Wow, yeah, JD Delay is kind of small. I heard he's like maybe like 5'4" or something like that.
No, definitely not. I think he's about, I bet you him and Wes are about the same height at like 5, maybe 5'9", 5'10". But this is the difference is, has JD Delay ever lied about his height? Because I don't think he's ever been lying about his height. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think it speaks for itself.
And in Wes Watson, he recently got confronted by one of the Island Boys. As the other night, they invited the Island Boy over to the house, DBS. The Island Boy walks up. He's like, "Wait a minute, bro. You're short, bro. I thought you were like 6 foot." He's like, "I am 6 foot." And then the Island Boy's like, "I'm 5'8", dude." And dude, Wes is literally maybe a centimeter taller than this Island Boy.
Okay, so this is what I found, and this is what they said they found on his possession. According to arrest documents, while officers searched Doherty's person, they found a half of an orange oval-shaped pill with the number 3 imprinted on it, consistent with a Schedule 2 amphetamine, as well as a black plastic container holding 3 hand-rolled suspected cannabis cigarettes weighing approximately 4 grams combined.
So what was the other drug? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
So it was a Schedule 2 methamphetamine.
So Addies. It's them pressed down
It's
Addies that they're selling, right? Is that
It's
what
got
it
the
is?
number 3 on it. It said
Number
half of
3.
orange oval-shaped pill with 3 imprinted on it.
Oh, that might be some Molly, huh? It might be some Molly or some. I think it's the press Addies, which is just meth pressed down. The same thing that 6ix9ine. See, it's all big in Miami right now. 6ix9ine got caught with it because he didn't have no more Addies. He's taking all. What these dudes are doing is they're taking all their Addies. They're getting prescribed Adderall. They're taking all of it, and then by the time the end of the month comes, they got to go find more to keep their or they can't leave the house and stream. How do you think they're able to do all these streams like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? You know what I mean? They're doing stream after stream after stream, night after night after night, and they're on this Adderall or this methamphetamine because they got to go get it. They keep taking all their shit, bro. They take all their, The
Yeah,
doctor
no,
says take
yeah,
one a day.
I can see this being an issue down there, especially, Miami is a party place. So he's in a party place, he's in the scene, and he's a streamer. I hope that this is not something that's going to be a thing with streamers upcoming, because these guys have a lot of influence. Neon, him, a lot of other guys. If that's what they're, and that's another thing. I'm not going to trail off, but the fact that they got 6ix9ine in a circle of kids that are streamers and viewers, and they're condoning the snitchism is kind of crazy to me. But it just goes to show you that they're programming the youth and they're programming the future now. Yeah, the fact that he has drugs and he's doing that, he should be canceled all the way. He should be in a rehab and he should be going through a recovery process, because if this is a slap on the wrist, this is going to contribute to the kids thinking that this is okay.
Oh, for sure. Another thing too is that same night or the night before, he's with Jack again, and he's literally calling this other streamer a porch M word. I'm not even gonna say it. I don't even want to say what
Whoa,
he's.
whoa, 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 whoa. Listen. Who said this?
So Wes Watson said this, bro. It's on video.
Wes
I
Watson is fucking tweaking. I think people need to stay away from people that are heavily influenced by narcotics or any kind of clout chasing. He's on a road of he's got to make a blast before he goes in.
Exactly.
So
That's a good point. He's crashing out. He knows he's going to prison, DVS. You're exactly right. And that's why he's like setting the tone. Is this dude trying to join the Unforgiven in Florida because they don't want nothing to do with him because he's a California Wood? Now, JD DeLake, he's calling him Aryan brother. He is not an AB. He actually, I believe, got DP'd like 5 times with the Woods while he was in prison, and I don't even think he really is a solid, what they call a solid Wood.
Let me tell you this, man. I know the system. And I'll tell you 9 times out of 10, wherever he lands, because of how big he is, he's going to end up running whatever fucking house he's in. Whatever unit, whatever dorm, whatever cell block. 9 times out of 10, he's going to be the one controlling things until things get real political and, things get sent from the uppers. And, it might become a game. But his bid is going to be smooth. He's done bids before. He might have minions and soldiers that automatically might thrive and gravitate towards him, and he'll be all right because of his size.
I actually disagree. I think to a certain extent you're right. I think that his popularity will have him. Some people are going to be like starstruck and they're going to have his back. Some maybe the Unforgiven, or maybe that it goes away that he wants to go. But I'll tell you one thing: the people of color, anybody in the Zoes, any of those gangs, the Bloods, the Crips, the GDs, they're not gonna fuck with Wes Watson. He better watch his back. So he's not around security no more. He's not. He's going to a Florida prison. He's gonna be vulnerable. We're really gonna see who the fuck Wes Watson really is.
No, it'll definitely take place, but I'm pretty sure somewhere or another it's not going to be as rough as you think it is. Body bluffing is a real thing in prison. There might be a few live wires that might test them and say, I'm taking one for the team. You could jump into a few, you get a few situations like that. But the likelihood of that is unlikely. He's too popular. They know he's gonna be manipulating. They're gonna try to keep him in a segregated honor dorm or unit of some sort. I'm almost positive.
Protective management, PM. In Florida, it's not PC. We just learned this with the Pino and 1090 Jake situation. PM. He's gonna go PM.
So they'll probably mandate that. He's probably gonna ask for general population and all that, but it's probably gonna be just to look good. But because of security threats and issues, they're gonna fucking can his ass and put him somewhere off to the side with a low level fucking people that are gonna listen and do what he says, in a sense where he's in control, but they have control over him, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, he's gonna ride through that fairly easy, I believe.
This is the worst year for him. Okay, so he's got these charges, going to prison. His woman left him. He started to get back on drugs again. And I think the nail in the coffin is when he accidentally streamed with his micro penis and the people seeing it. It's really sad, bro.
Well, steroids do that to you, man. Over time, man.
I thought it was testicles. I didn't think it touched your pee-pee.
I think it shrinks everything, man. It pulls everything out, and I don't know, man. If you're blessed with a few extra inches, man, you're good to go. If you want to get into the steroid game, but if you're not, man, and you're just average, man, definitely not where you want to be.
And we talked about this. This causes a lot of men to crash out. If we want to know why someone's just mad waking up, mad at life, is because they can't pleasure a woman. That is really sad. I don't know, man.
Wow, I'm not gonna go with that. I'm gonna leave that to you. I think micro penis is sort of a disability, right?
Okay, man. Well, Wes Watson has some disabilities, man. Anyways, man, this is New Age Plug. You did it again. This is the YouTube Shrews podcast. DVS stuck in the system. We out.
Staying on move with responsibility, dangerous.
Wes is done.
Yeah, he's done, man.
Yeah, they call him Wesley. ANG left him, got a small PP. Sitting in his mansion and he's doing burpees. Sitting in his mansion and he's doing burpees. Dick so small, so he's pissing on his balls. Hairline jack, so he's gotta stay bald. He's sitting in the prison, he ain't got no one to call. He done lost his broad, yeah, Angie's gone. He done hit him with a weight belt. Now he's up in prison, smell like shit. He wants some wax melts. Now he on them shards. Now he really wanna kill himself. It's it's bad for your health. He on them showers, he's living large. He got the houses, he got the cars. He is a gym rat. Yeah, fuck you and your six pack. Wesley, you will never get your bitch back. Yeah, your bitch is gone, gone, gone. You was scamming all those dudes, it was wrong, wrong, wrong. Yeah, you had a good dad and you had a good mom. You would turn into an asshole, that's where you went wrong. You got your ass beat up in the day room. Yeah, you from Dago, but you is a gay goon. Unforgiven, gonna get you in the room while you alone. And they gonna get a broom, stick it up your brown hole. And you really ain't gon' move. You gon' wish you never moved to Florida. They gon' have you on the news. You gon' get a Bay flight, you gon' take the first flight. Yeah, you gon' die up in prison in the first night. They gon' give your ass a midget cough and get the hearse right. Your favorite artist is Lil Wayne. Your favorite movie's Little Man. Man, your favorite fucking songs, Mary had a little lamb. Little engine that could run a train on a trance.